round pick to move up and draft a quarterback, he's going to be your starter, right? Well, not according to Bears head coach Matt Nagy, who reiterated on the Chris Collinsworth podcast, Andy Dalton, not Justin Fields, is the starter. And, quote, we're going to stick to this plan. Not the best day of practice for Tua Tagovailoa on Tuesday. The second-year signal caller threw 5 interceptions in heavy rain. Tua's not making any excuses, but he did add that, quote, now's the time to make mistakes. Fair point, but no one wants to see all those picks. George Kittle, well, he joined the Good Morning Football crew on Tuesday and couldn't help but gush over his new quarterback, Trey Lance, saying that he's got all the attributes to be a very special quarterback. He also gave props to his other QB, telling the crew that one of the first people to reach out to Trey after the draft, Jimmy G. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So, how can I promote my new curbside pickup service?
It's possible with Staples Connect.
I need custom floor decals that'll get noticed, not just walked on.
Also possible. Staples Connect can help your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. Now get $10 off signs, banners, or posters when you spend $50 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73 valid in-store and online. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
The Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
A little bit crowded in the KXO newsroom this morning. Gene's here. George is here. Mayor Cheryl Villegas-Walker of El Centro is here. And Mayor Lou Camby of Brawley is here. Now, the mayors are here telephonically.
Yes. We want to clarify that.
Yeah, so we'll be getting updates from last night's council meetings in Brawley and El Centro.
Both of them. Count them. 1,
yes.
2.
Count them. 1, 2. Yes, just like the count on
3, yeah.
Sesame Street,
like,
right?
Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, and the 1 and the 2, right?
Yep.
Don't let the accordion get in the way either, right?
You bet.
Okay. Did you ever play the accordion?
The accordion, yeah.
Okay. I guess if you can play keyboards, you can play the accordion.
Yeah, more or less. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
A piano that you throw over your shoulders, so to speak.
Yeah. But you never ventured into bagpipes, right?
No, but I like to try. Right now, I have a tin whistle at home that I'm trying to...
I'm still working with a comb and tissue paper. Okay, you ready for birthdays today?
Birthdays.
Okay, our big shot birthdays. Actor Eileen Atkins is 87. Actor Bill Cobb's 87. Crash Craddock is 83. Singer songwriter Lamont Dozier of Holland, the Motown Gurus, he's 80. Singer Eddie Levert of the OJs, 79. Actress Joan Van Ark, 78. Actor Jeff Pearson is 72. James Smith of the Stylistics, 71. Singer Gino Vanelli is 69. Actress Laurie Metcalf is 66. Actor Arnold Vosloo is 59. Actor Danny Burstein, 57. Actor James Patrick Stewart, 53. Actor Clifton Collins Jr., 51. Actor John Cho is 49. Actor Eddie Cibrian is 48. Actor Fred Kohler is 46. Actor China Shavers, 44. Actor Daniel Bruhl is 43. Actor Sybil Kekili is 41. Actor Missy Peregrine is 39. Actor Olivia Hack, 38. Okay. I can't say I've heard of many of them.
Yes.
Okay. But, with 894 cable channels and all the streaming services, more actors than ever before are working, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. Okay, local birthdays.
The good guys.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Beverly Brianne Rodriguez, Ralph Osuna, Jennifer Robinson, Nellie Popejoy, Cassie Gilbert, Sharon McDowell, Ashley Conan, Matilda Ledbetter, Diana Navarez, Gloria Diaz, Ramon Ambrosio, Randy Lackey, Sonia Beltran, and Jill Tucker. Happy birthday from KXO. And one other birthday we missed, we'll have to reach way back. He's no longer with us, but Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy.
Yes, Stan Laurel.
Stanley, 1890 is when he was born. So.
He doesn't look a day over his age.
Laurel and Hardy is still funny, right?
Oh, their humor will live on forever.
Okay. We're going to jump into the news, and it's a bit abbreviated because right now we've got to look at world news headlines. And the world news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. It's hot. It's going to get hotter. You need a friend in the business. That's Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Special Report. President Biden and Vladimir Putin shook hands before they began their summit in Geneva this morning. Our correspondent Stephen Portnoy is at the 18th century lakeside villa there, where the one-on-one is taking place.
Vladimir Putin was heard through his interpreter to say that he hopes it's a productive meeting. The president was heard barely to say it's always better to meet face-to-face. And then after that, the exchange was unintelligible because of all the ruckus that was going on.
Round one of talks is wrapped up. The second's just begun. CBS's Nancy Cordes says Putin is likely on the defense.
He denies Russian interference in the 2016 or 2020 elections. He says there is no evidence, no proof that cyber hackers in Russia are responsible for attacks on the Colonial Pipeline, for example.
Today's meeting comes 20 years to the day President George W. Bush met with Vladimir Putin in northern Slovenia. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
And the world news brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Right now, we've got to look at local news, page 1. A service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They've got 2 locations in the Valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, we had a council meeting in El Centro last night. Here is the mayor of El Centro, Cheryl Walker.
At the meeting last night, the El Centro City Council approved 2 long-range planning documents. The first was the City of El Centro's general plan, which was updated through 2040. People may know that California law requires each city to adopt a long-term general plan. And this is really to guide the physical development of each city. General plan, think of it as your blueprint for future growth and development. And really, your general plan then addresses many of the issues related to land use, including sustainability, economic opportunity, social equity, health, emerging technologies, neighborhood preservation, and certainly fostering public engagement. The next long-term planning document that we approved was our 5-year urban water management plan and a water contingency plan. Just like the general plan is giving us a blueprint for development, the water management plan then has to ensure that we have the water to support and sustain that development. So our updated water plan includes an evaluation of the seismic risk of our water facilities, a water shortage contingency plan that we will need to call on as California continues to experience this multi-year drought. So our urban water plan certainly lays out how El Centro would respond to a water shortage event and specific actions that we would take if or when a drought emergency is declared by the state for this region. The council then approved a 1% rate increase in your residential solid waste collection service, aka our trash pickup. That rate increase will become effective on July 1, 2021. For residential customers, that rate increase will represent 20 cents per month, an increase of 20 cents per month. The council then amended our sign ordinance to align the El Centro ordinance with the County of Imperial. There's some people that may recall that we had a lot of problems last year during the 2020 campaign season as to when signs could be put up and taken down. So now we are aligned with the counties, which means that political signs can be placed no more than 120 days before an election and must be taken down 15 days after. In other big news, we adopted our fiscal year 2021-2022 budget of $119.3 million. Of that, $30.7 million is our general fund budget. And I want you to think about, of that general fund budget, 81% of that is used for salaries and benefits for our employees. And of that 81%, 60% is devoted to our fantastic public safety employees. That budget supports El Centro's strategic goals of transportation and mobility, safe neighborhoods, recreation and lifelong learning, business development, city beautification, as well as resource sustainability. We closed our meeting last night in honor of former mayor and council member Ben Solomon, who recently passed away. Mayor Solomon served with distinction from 2005 to 2013. Mayor Solomon was a respected teacher, leader, and a true gentleman. He and his life's work will be forever remembered. Rest in peace, Mayor Solomon.
KXO News Time, 740.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, offering the services you need when you need them. You'll find a Quick Lane Service Center in Brawley and another in El Centro. And right now, when you buy 4 tires, you'll receive a free alignment, an $89.95 value. See your Quick Lane Service Advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, open Monday through Saturday. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
The City Council of Brawley met last night. Here is a visit with Mayor Luke Hamby.
It was a jam-packed agenda that I called to order at exactly 6 p.m. About a dozen community members were present to voice their opposition to a cell tower slated to be built on city property adjacent to sports fields, and several of them made public comments to that effect. Deputy County Executive Officer Esperanza Colio gave a virtual presentation of the rent relief program available through the county for those affected financially by COVID. Students from the Youth Environmental Health Internship gave a virtual presentation as well. Within the consent agenda were a second reading of an updated and strengthened illegal fireworks ordinance, and also an approval to renew the lease agreement between the city and La Gente Boxing Club for the Elks Youth Building. A reopening event will be held at that location next Monday at 6:30 p.m. and will include boxing demonstrations and reopening addresses by city officials. We conducted a public hearing to approve and adopt the 2020 Urban Water Management Plan. And the most important item on the regular business agenda was an approval of a resolution to adopt the overall budget for fiscal year 2021-2022. It had been a long and difficult task which the finance team had completed while simultaneously integrating a new finance software system. Council was thrilled to approve their final product and very pleased to have a balanced budget to share with the public. 2 small change orders were approved for road construction projects. A deferral of development impact fees was granted to a developer building in Brawley, and a vote was made to permanently terminate special tax A levy on CFDs for another housing development. We were given an environmental compliance update regarding SB 1383 and organic food waste compliance, another unfunded mandate handed down by the California legislature. Council members kept their reports brief due to the late hour and heavy agenda, and we adjourned to closed session just after 8 p.m. As always, you can view our council meetings live on Facebook at City of Raleigh on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 6 p.m. Our next meeting will be July 6th. Have a great rest of your week. Stay cool and be kind to one another.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Let freedom ring. KXO AM 1230 celebrates Independence Day.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Happy 4th of July.
With 5 hours of the music, the memories, the fun, the excitement of this nation's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, America.
Let Freedom Ring is brought to you by
Baja Farms, Valley Pest Services, and Liberty Motorsports in Yuma.
The patriotism, the American pride.
We love freedom. We love independence.
Happy 4th of July!
Join in this 5-hour salute to this great nation. AM 1230, Friday, July 2nd from 6 until 11 p.m. And again on July 4th from noon till 5 p.m.
I get goosebumps every time I look at that flag.
Let freedom ring. It's Page 2 of the Local News and in-depth weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or auto and home insurance as well. David H. West Insurance Services.
Calexico police release information. Here's more on this story.
The information is on the officer-involved shooting in Calexico. It happened Monday evening. In a press release, the department says officers responded to a call of a stabbing in progress at the bus stop at 3rd and Paulin. The call was received at 6:11 Monday evening. When officers arrived, they found a victim with a laceration. Officers located the alleged suspect who had a knife in his hand tethered to his wrist. Officers ordered the man to drop the knife. Suspect refused. Press release says the suspect was shot and rendered aid. He was transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center via Calexico Fire Department ambulance. The suspect died at the hospital. Suspect's name was being withheld pending a next of kin notification. He's described as a 65-year-old Hispanic male adult. His last known address is from Calexico. Officers on scene were not injured. The officer who shot the subject was placed on administrative leave per Calexico Police Department policy and protocol. Officer was not identified. Press release says all officers on scene were wearing and had their department-issued body cameras on. Imperial County Sheriff's Office is investigating the officer-involved shooting. Calexico Police Department is also conducting an internal investigation. They say further information will be released as it becomes available. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An Imperial County Public Health Officer order has been issued. The order from the County Health Officer, Dr. Stephen Monday, rescinds and supersedes the previous order of April 7th of 2021 and aligns Imperial County with the statewide public health order opening up the economy. According to Dr. Monday's order, the number of COVID-19 positive cases have steadily decreased, and the administration of vaccines has increased, making the opening of local businesses possible. The order also encouraged the county to continue its binational partnership with the city of Mexicali, Baja California, to mitigate the impacts of COVID-19 in both communities. Well, the latest COVID numbers are available. Here's more on that story.
The numbers are released by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest numbers, active cases of COVID-19 are at 54. Of those, 3 are still hospitalized, 2 in intensive care. Deaths attributed to the virus are now at 738. Health officials continue to encourage those who are not yet vaccinated to make plans to get vaccinated. They can go to Vaccine Finder or myturn.ca.gov to find out where vaccines are available. Health officials say they will be watching the COVID numbers closely now that the state has opened up, canceling many of the previous protocols and adjusting others. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
A CBP supervisor assists in a collision victim. The Calexico Customs and Border Protection Supervisor Nunez was driving near Alpine. He was on Interstate 8 in a government vehicle. He came upon a two-vehicle collision in the eastbound lanes. Nunez was the first law enforcement official on the scene. He found one vehicle on fire and a female victim in the roadway. Using the fire extinguisher in his government vehicle, he was able to put out the fire burning on the inside of the vehicle. He turned his attention to the victim after notifying 911 emergency medical service. An off-duty emergency medical technician arrived and assisted Nunez in performing CPR on the unconscious victim. Emergency medical services, the California Highway Patrol, San Diego County Sheriff's deputies, and Alpine Fire all responded. The responding personnel took over the care of the victims, traffic control, and the damaged vehicles. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says extreme heat will persist throughout the week as high temperatures generally remain 10 to 15 degrees above average and flirting with daily records. Excessive heat warnings are in effect all across southern Arizona and the Yuma and Imperial Valleys. Even higher elevation areas will experience uncommon and potentially dangerous heat. 114 the high yesterday, 77 our low. Mostly sunny and hot today with a high near 113. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 83. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny and hot with a high near 118. Light wind becoming west-northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. And we have 84 degrees downtown, 51% relative humidity, wind out of the northeast at 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Health Care District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night, just one game. The Nets topped the Bucks 114-108. Brooklyn leads that series 3-2. Meanwhile, Phoenix Suns point guard Chris Paul has entered the NBA's health and safety protocols. He's out indefinitely, jeopardizing his availability for the Western Conference Finals. The NBA's rules for coronavirus-related isolation periods have evolved throughout the season in correlation with increasing vaccine numbers. If Paul is already vaccinated against COVID-19, he could be facing a shorter absence from the Suns. And Denver Nuggets star Nikola Jokic announced in a statement obtained by ESPN that he will not be joining the Serbian national basketball team for at least the Olympic qualifying tournament.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball. Jace, have you burned up the bullpen already? Yeah, the Padres and the Rockies teed it up at Coors Stadium. The Rockies rolled. They beat the Padres 8-4. Athletics over the Angels 6-4. Mets slipped by the Cubs 3-2. Nationals pounded the Pirates 8-1. Yankees nipped the Blue Jays 6-5. Indians over the Orioles 7-2. Red Sox beat the Braves 10-8. Went 10 innings before the Reds edged the Brewers 2-1. Tigers topped the Royals 4-3. White Sox shut out the Rays 3-0. 10 innings, the Astros outlasted the Rangers 6-3. Cardinals nipped the Marlins 2-1. Giants over the Diamondbacks 9-8. Mariners shut out the Twins 10-0. And the Dodgers, behind Mookie Betts, beat the Phillies 5-3. And Tampa Bay Rays right-hander Tyler Glasnow says... he's diagnosed with a partially torn ulnar collateral ligament and flexor tendon strain. Glasnow said, he did away with using sunscreen, the only foreign substance he has ever used 2 starts ago, and felt sore the next day. So it's Major League Baseball's fault. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting you and your family and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The National Retail Federation is calling on the White House to address the logjam at U.S. ports that is snarling commerce as the economy swiftly recovers from the pandemic. The supply chain disruption issues, especially the congestion affecting our key maritime ports, are causing significant challenges for American retailers, according to the National Retail Federation president. The retail trade group warns that these problems have added days and weeks to supply chains, led to inventory shortages, and added significant transportation and warehousing costs. The NRF warned that these problems threaten the group's recent forecast for retail sales and the broader economy to boom this year. U.S. markets right now a bit mixed. Investors, kind of waiting to see what Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will say with a policy update. The Dow Jones Industrial's off about 41 points at 34,258. The S&P 500 down 2 points at 4,244. The NASDAQ up 26 points at 14,100. Meanwhile, gold up $1.90 an ounce and oil up 32 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Mostly sunny skies today, and it will be hot with a high near 113. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 83. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 118. Light wind becoming west-northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 85 degrees, 46% relative humidity, wind out of the east at 3 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Stephen Portnoy in Geneva, Switzerland, where talks between President Biden and Vladimir Putin continue. The first session between the two men lasted 93 minutes. Putin had with him Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and the president was accompanied by Secretary of State Blinken. Now, after a break, a second session with more aides is underway. The world's first look at the meeting was messy, as Russian reporters and security agents mixed it up with their American counterparts. Putin was heard through his interpreter to say this much.
The U.S. and Russian relations have a lot of issues accumulated that require the highest level meeting.
It was tough to hear President Biden respond that it's always better to meet face to face. Mr. Biden aimed to press Putin on cyber intrusions, the jailing of opposition leader Alexei Navalny, and Russian aggression toward Ukraine, among other issues. White House officials have cautioned they don't expect much in the way of commitments from Russia. Both men will appear at separate news conferences later today. I'm Stephen Portnoy in Geneva. Now with more CBS News, here's Steve Kathan.
Well, correspondent John Dickerson tells CBS This Morning what's likely going on behind those closed doors in Geneva.
There are a whole host of issues where the U.S. wants to say, here are our priorities, and that's really important for the Russians to know what U.S. priorities are, what the red lines are, and then also to know what the Russians might do to get back in the U.S.'s good graces and vice versa.
The European Union is adding the U.S. to a list of countries where restrictions on non-essential travel should be lifted. It'll be up to individual nations. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the Delta variant of the coronavirus is no joke, and he tells CBS This Morning it's as good a reason as any to get vaccinated.
It's concerning because it spreads clearly more efficiently than the one that we've been normally dealing with, and it tends to look like it might even be more serious in making people ill.
Royal Caribbean has canceled the first sailings of its new cruise ship, the Odyssey of the Seas, after crew members tested positive for COVID. The heat dome remains firmly in place over much of the West. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says triple-digit readings will be all over the map.
We've got 106 degrees in Grand Junction, Colorado. In the Rockies, mind you, it's 116 for the high today in Phoenix, 113 in Tucson, and 115 in Las Vegas.
We're learning about some of the organizations helped by the new donations from billionaire philanthropist Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos. An arts fund in Portland, Maine will get $2.5 million. That doubles the annual budget. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 29 points. NASDAQ's up 27. This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
At CDW, we get that hybrid working might take some getting used to.
Yep, I'm only in the office part-time, so my cat can adjust to me being gone.
How nice. Wherever you're working, CDW can help you stay connected by implementing secure, by design HP Chrome OS devices with built-in virus protection.
Gotta run. The boss is calling.
Mr. Whiskers sounds very demanding. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/HP Chromebook.
Okay, 3 dozen by tomorrow morning. Yeah, the roses and
Faraz's flower shop is blooming. To keep up with high demand, he must strengthen his business's roots.
Just 1 second. Faraz's flowers. Hold, please. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Faraz's.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's been a week since a breakthrough treatment for Alzheimer's was approved by the FDA. Today, the first patient is getting an infusion.
The drug goes by the name Aduhelm. It's administered by a monthly intravenous infusion intended to slow cognitive decline in people with mild memory and thinking problems. Dr. Stephen Salloway has been leading one of the trials at Butler Hospital in Providence, Rhode Island.
The future looks really good. This is a terrible disease. This is the beginning.
The first patient getting the infusion, Mark, is emotional.
Now, I don't have to go to bed and worry about, hopefully, the last stages of this.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
No luck for baseball's Arizona Diamondbacks. The team made it 12 straight losses, dropping a 9-8 decision to San Francisco last night, blowing a 7-run lead. The team has lost 21 straight road games. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.